A warm welcome to another edition of the Magpie Circle and one of the more recent former Notts County players, now based in Newark with Newark Football Club. We're delighted to be joined today by Francois Zoko. Francois, a very warm welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
It's great to have you here. Great to have you on board. We're going to take a look, obviously, at your time at Notts County. And also, you can perhaps help us understand what some of the Notts County foreign players like Eli Sam, Ruben Rodriguez, what it's like to come into a new country for the first time, because you obviously played for several clubs in France, you played in Turkey, and you played in Belgium before you came over to England and had a very successful career. It's over 100 career goals in over 600 appearances. So congratulations and well done on that. And we look forward to just having a bit of a chat and banter about football in general. Firstly, can we pick up on how you arrived at Notts County from Carlisle? I think it was Keith Curl was the manager who signed you there, yeah?
Yeah, it was Keith, the manager. I think he was a very... the choice to come Notts County was at the last moment it happened, because I was going to sign for Blackpool with Holloway, and I was going to the hotel at Blackpool, but we didn't agree on the longer of the contract. They proposed me only 1 year and something, and I wasn't something. I was looking for something longer, and Notts County was there. Keith, I chat with Keith. So at that moment, I have some good choice, even Preston, when I leave Carlisle. And I have a chat with Keith, and he convinced me. When I chat, he convinced me. I feel that I can play, I can express myself more. I have some freedom with him, and I was going to go for Blackpool, honestly, because it's championship just from the Premier League, but the fact that we can agree something in the longest of the contract don't give me the insurance that they look at for me for on the long term. Just so I signed for Notts County, and I visit first the city. I like it. I chat with Keith, and I met some French player at that time, Hamza Belcherif.
Hamza, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a good friend of mine still, and. I mean, Hamza, he told me about the city. At the same time, Jim Musi was playing for Forest. So after that, it was easier for me to come in Notts County, because I know I will feel good in here.
Now, first thing, in England, we're very superstitious about the number 13. Yeah. Now, here's one of your actual shirts, 13. Now, normally, no English player wants that number. How did you end up with that?
It's my number. Carlisle was 13, Notts County 13, and at Stevenage I tried to have 13, but it wasn't available. I take 12, but it's my number. I always say, special people, special person, special number.
So you're not, as we would say in England, superstitious about the number 13.
No, this is me. The way I see think is different. I say I like 13 because some big player have 13. I can go Michel Ballack on different. For me, it's a special number, and I always I don't like between us do like everyone. It's my personality, not the football, but it's my personality. If everyone buy the same brand of car, no worry, I'm gonna buy something different because I like just be. I'm kind of like that. So no, I always like it. It's my number. I like it, and it's the day. It's my the day of birth, 13 September.
Excellent. So we've established you like to be different. You've signed for Notts, and it couldn't have got any better. In your first 2 games for Notts, when I was looking at the research, your debut, you scored against Crewe away, and then in the second game against Hartlepool, I think you scored in that one as well. So 2 games, 2 goals. Life is good.
No, I get injured at Hartlepool. I get out because I was injured. In that game, so it stopped me a little bit on my good start progression season. But like I said, I feel straight away good in the team. lot of new players, but the manager knew exactly what he wanted to do with me. The player he was good, good mix of experienced player and some younger, and I was straight away in. And I didn't have a proper pre-season because I come very late, but it didn't stop me to have a good start. But unfortunately, that game at Hartlepool start well. I think after 20 few minutes, I was out because I have a kick on calf, something like I can move, and it's another story. But it was a good start.
Keith had a very specific way of playing football in terms of possession, playing out from the back. People like Andre Boucard. Did you enjoy that style?
Well, I really properly enjoyed, and Andre was a good friend. Some of the player, even Jamal, Campbell Rice, and it was set. This team was set, I believe, until now when we talk about that. But this team was set to be in a good place at the end of the season because don't forget it was a lot of new players and with all of the ingredients that new players we have to know about. It wasn't a good start. When you see that, you know through the season you're gonna have an up and down, but and like you said, basketball and money time when it's important, this team will be there, and we knew that. So when we were working, the manager knew that. Every time he was talking with us, we have a certain serenity that was we calm, we're gonna get there. So the thing was going on with good player like Alan George, Alan Chean. So you know that you will be there, but it's football time. Is sometimes is not sometimes, most of the time, the time, give time to people to do things. This is a big difference.
What were the characters like in the dressing room? You've mentioned a few names there. There were some strong characters. Alan Sheehan, who I've known since he was like 16 when he was at Leicester. What were the characters in the dressing room?
It was good. Like I said, I was kind of surprised because a lot of new players, and straight away it was again there. I knew some of the players because you play against them, so it was the ball was straight away in, and it was quite good. Alan, Chase, Georgie. So the thing was going very well in the dress room, and at that time my broken English was and boys were laughing, but it was good with you on our queen with another mood. So I don't think the dress room was quite good, and the fact that you start well too. I didn't go in camp with them on summer camp, but when I come, everything was set, and we really have that feeling that we could do something good in that season.
Who was your roommate? Who did you room with for away games and trips?
I think it's Arkin, Johan Arkin.
Johan, yeah?
I was Johan, and after some time when we changed a bit, I go for Enoch Shwami.
Ah, Enoch, yeah.
Yeah, big Enoch. I still contact him. He live in America, but this is another big block. That's a very nice person we meet out there. Good people. And Enoch was between them.
Knots, as we speak, have brought in several players from abroad. And clearly with the pandemic, it's possibly even more difficult now. But Eli Sam has come in, having played in several European leagues. Ruben Rodriguez is Portuguese via Holland, has come in to Nottingham. Give us an insight into what it is like to come into a whole new culture, language. How difficult is it to integrate and to settle?
They are lucky because they have a great Abbott. I think he's trying to find another Francois Zoko. No, it's different. Me, when I come in England, I was already used to travel, and in my character, I think sometimes we focus on the football side more, but you have to be part of your personality to adapt somewhere. And me, I grew up Paris and near Paris. I born in Africa and Ivory Coast, grew up near Paris, play in France, play in Belgium, go in Turkey, communicate. So for me, is I knew again I will adapt at some point. So mentally, I'm ready to adapt in situation. Even if the language wasn't perfect, but mentally I was ready. But it's hard. It's very hard because we come in a country where the football is totally different. When I say football is totally different, example, what happened when I come in Carlisle, I played good level in Turkey Super League, in France, good team, and Belgium. So the working, when you work with a team and everything is on the details, is on little, is not everyone together to do the physical work, all of that thing is by group, by ability in group when you go on an athletic work. So I come in England, I was expecting something same. So I go first session with Carlisle United. Greg said, everyone online, he blew the whistle, come on, run. I was just running. I said, after 5 minutes, I was dying. I said, what is that? And I can tell you some of the boy was fit, like Patty Madden, fit. He was young, but very fit. Greg Curran that time, very fit. So the boys was sprinting and I was just dying. I said, what is that? Because normally when you go to something like that, my head was, I will be working with similar capacity with me. So I can, this is one because it's brutal. And physically it's brutal. You have to be fit. Boy was coming on first day in training, they were already fit. In France, you go in the training, you go in pre-season to get fit. So you're not really fit to get there. You get there, they're going to prepare you to get fit for the first game of season. And here, even now in summertime, you see guys go out, get fit for the pre-season. So this is a mentality, something that in different countries, you go on holiday, just you make sure you don't have any overweight, don't get injured, you come back and do your pre-season, you could get fit. So this is something which is different here, and the intensity of the game is hard.
You clearly were able to overcome it. That's the physical side. But what's it like being parachuted into Carlisle or Nottingham? You obviously have a lot of spare time on your hands as well, away from the training ground. How difficult is that to integrate into the community?
It's pretty hard because first the way you've been training for years in a different country, come here is different. First, you have the Wednesday. Usually, we have Wednesday off in England in training. I didn't know that. The first time Greg about tell me after Tuesday training, tomorrow not. I said, tomorrow what time? He said, no, tomorrow no training. I was thinking he was joking because every time you and me were joking. It's not tomorrow, no football, no training, you sleep. I was looking at him, what he's saying? Tomorrow no football. He said, no, Wednesday, no football. I look at that, I said, oh, this is nice, but not nice because I didn't do the Tuesday training before he told me that. After training, I understand why he was off because it was hard. After that, the time I think is you need just adjust, you need just listen, observe people around of you. It's important when you go in the new environment, you don't know. Your ability to listen, your ability to observe what other one is doing, to adapt, to ask. Don't be shy to ask if you don't understand anything. If you don't understand how things work, to ask, because most of the person come here, they don't ask. They think they will do the thing they've been doing in another place to hear. Sometimes you just have to see, ask a question, ask other teammate how this work, and this help. And me, I wasn't shy with that. My English wasn't perfect, but when I don't get anything I want to do about where we have to go to find this thing, what you do this afternoon, you want to go for a coffee, I don't have any problem. So try to be with people that know the place and they're going to show you the way.
Yeah, it's interesting because in my time in professional football, a lot more overseas players come in, and at the elite level, when I used to be at Leicester City, at the elite level, you would bring someone in that might not speak a word of English.
Yeah.
And then you kind of expect them to adapt instantly, you know, and driving on, you know, as we do in England, the wrong side of the road, the language, getting a dentist, you know, a doctor's, all of those little things that sound silly, but in a different environment can be quite daunting. So what you saw 20 years ago was a growth of player liaison officers, as they were then called. These have now become whole departments in football clubs where they help you out, support you, give you specialist language training. Whereas I'm guessing still a little bit lower down the league structure, you very much just land in there, don't you? And you really have a good outgoing personality, but some will find it very difficult.
Yeah, I know a lot of French player, French boy, friends, still friends, come here, play 6 months, go back because they can't even drive here. Look, this is, I can give a lot of experience from I get a Carlisle, I go for the car, the guy sent me a Range Rover. He said, try the Range Rover. I said, oh, I was happy. I said, oh, thank you very much. After 2 minutes, he was just take his head, stop the car, because I was going everywhere. I can't drive the right side. He gave me to try the Range Rover. I said, okay, come on. I was in the car. I was so happy. So I go. I was smashing his tires everywhere and the road touches. The guy said, stop the car, middle of the road. I said, stop. He said, why? He said, you can stay on the road. I said, yes, but you give me a car. I never drive here. I told you. So after that, you know where we go? We go Mini Cooper. For 2 years at Carlisle, at least 1 year and a half, I was in Mini Cooper to make sure I can stay in the middle of the road. So this is kind of thing, but if you you have to be really open-minded. You know, you don't going to be perfect. This is some of the boys I speak with them. A lot of young French players come in here. I have chats sometimes. I say you have to be open-minded. You have to understand everything don't going to be perfect at the start. You have to be patient. If you don't understand something, ask. People will help you, but you have to ask. Because it's different, because in France, people are naturally warm. They're going to come to you, the thing. But here it's kind of different because it's the cultural. It's kind of different. Everyone stay in their side. Like when you go in dress room in France, everyone going to check the hand, everyone. Here you come in high, you go sad. So it's something that shock. When you when you're from another country, you come here, you shock because you go in dress room. You've been doing that for years. Check everyone's hand. Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Here you come. Someone come, you pass you, he sat down. He come past you, don't even say hello. Just hi. And half an hour after you on pitch with him, playing football. So for some of the boys, it was hard. They say, I don't get it. He don't say me hello after you want to play football with me. So I said, no, it's cultural. You must understand it's nothing personal. It's just like that. But you can say hello. He will answer you. And by saying that, next time he come, he will say to hello. And it's like that. You will create something. And it's really, really, really hard on low division because, like you say, you by your own sometime. Most of the time, if we don't have a kind of another player from a different country or another player that understand a little bit that side, that is not only football counts.
Where did you go in Nottingham when you weren't at the football ground? I mean, whereabouts did you live in Nottingham?
I still live same place. I live in Nottingham. I live not far from the stadium actually, West Bridgeford, not far from like Gamston village. Next to West Bridgeford, so I still live there, and it's a good place to. I think Nottingham is good. It's a good city. You have everything you need, and it's middle of England. I can go Sheffield, Leicester, Manchester. So airport is then far. I can go to Paris when I need to go. So for me, it's good.
Now, one of the people who have come from abroad, played in Bulgaria, played in Belgium, and he's kind of made global news. Is Eli Sam? Yeah. Have you seen Eli's goal?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday. Unbelievable. But I was disappointed with celebration. Me, I scored this one. I'm going to run everywhere. I think he was shocked.
Yeah. I mean, unbelievable skill, wasn't it, for that goal?
Yeah, but like I said, for me, it's the kind of goal that I like because it's just pure instinct. You don't think, you just do it. And if we ask him, cross the ball, I'm going to do it again. I'm sure, it's not going to happen again. But it's something that you do by instinct. And this is the beauty of football because some talented player can do something like that because they have the talent, but they have the instinct to just try it. How is it? I'm just boom, it's a goal. If he didn't score this one, people will say, "What he tried to do in rubbish." We're gonna all finish him, but he make it. It's beautiful. It's just yeah, I like good like that.
If we go back to your time at Notts County, so you've scored in each of your first two games. You picked up a bit of an injury, and I think that clearly there was I guess, a pressure on to be at the top end of the table with the players that had been assembled. Unfortunately, at Notts County, over the past decade, maybe 2 decades, we've probably had more managers than just about any other club in the country. It's a very short span. If memory serves me right, and I think it's why you were here, Keith actually set a record for the club's longest ever unbeaten run away from home.
Yep.
1862, world's oldest professional football club, our longest ever. I don't think we lost away for something like a year, a whole year, which is clearly a tremendous achievement. But I guess one of the challenges was we drew an awful lot of games, didn't we, if you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. We drew, and I remember Neil Bishop. Neil was saying something like that after the game. He said, look, we don't have the full point. We're drawing, but at the end of the season, that point we pick in going to make difference. And also when you draw like that time, we are showing that we're a good team. We're showing that. I'm going to explain why, but it was showing that we have a big chance to be at the place that we want to be because when I'm saying that, I was thinking playoffs or top 3 or whatever, but to be higher. Why? Because you have 10, 12 new players. Usually, you lose the games.
Yeah.
Usually, you're going to lose, and people will say, they are new players. They don't know, you have to take time. But you don't lose. You're still grappling, drawing. You are showing that. And we are on contact. I think, when Kev left, we are 2-3 games on hands.
Yeah.
9 on top of 9. So that means we are 4 or 5 points behind top 5 or something like that, or top 3. So we were aware of the situation. I think, and we wasn't really on. It was big shock, be fair, when we knew he was leaving. So, and I knew some big player want to come join because they seen the thing. Maybe gonna happen like player. I spoken one day. Maybe Gary Madden will come in and loan from Sheffield Wednesday. After we have Chris Iwolomo coming. So we have a lot of things was going in that.
So this was Gary Medine, who you would have known from Carlisle. Is this the
Carlisle? Yeah, he called me. He said he was probably coming loan because, but people were saying that the thing was going the right way, but we knew that the thing, a lot of fans maybe want the thing happen now, but we were calm because we know it's only end of season that was more important. And to get there, you have to try to stay strong. And we knew we don't win in the game, a lot of game, but we keep praying, taking point here. And we were on contact. We wasn't like a big gap or struggling. We knew that the team getting better and better, we'll take over.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a very, and you've already mentioned this, it was quite a surprising decision. I think the thought process at the time if I remember right, we away form fantastic.
Yeah.
But we were drawing a lot of games at home. We didn't win a lot of games at home. We didn't get beat very much. We drew a lot. And sometimes fans at home, when they don't travel away, are only seeing the home performances. And we were drawing a lot. Now, whether that has kind of affected the owners' thinking at that time, I don't know.
Yeah, but I think at some point I think we have to be honest. Is the fan reaction, fan attitude will give every time a little bit more pressure out up there to take a decision. This is the football, but I understand also the fan decision, the fan attitude, because we bring good players, strong players in this league, some from championship level, some doing well season before. So I understand that, because it was money too. They spend the money to bring all of that good player. All of that thing is really, really understandable. But in football, when you bring someone who build a team, then you finish the season. After when you know now you're done, you can do anything else, you can say thank you. We see what you can do. You can go, but it makes sense. But to sack him at that moment, where you're working hard to come back in, because at that moment we were in process. This is maybe a lot of people didn't know that, but when he got at that moment, we were in process. We were working so hard, because at that moment, some player was injured coming back. Georgie was coming back, so our working was so strong to come back from I think February to finish the season strong. And when he left, it was so, it's like you cut your legs. Because
Did any of the players have any idea that Keith was under pressure and was to be dismissed, or was it a complete surprise to you all?
Yeah, because surprise, we knew we were under pressure, but as a players group, we knew that it's normal. It's normal that fan asking. And the process, the work we were doing at that moment, we knew that it will pay off the next coming week. So we start the process, going back, like going more attacking, more. Now we're gonna get it. We're gonna take the game to the opponent. We're gonna not anymore wait. So if we have to go direct, we're gonna go direct. Chris Olomo coming, because maybe to have that option. So something is happening there, and we know that, but I don't know everything behind the scene. I know some players should come in, they didn't come in, but all of the thing is, as a player, as a team, we knew that we're going to now go for it, take the game over the other one, because we were working toward that. And it's football. Sometimes we didn't really think it was surprise. We knew this pressure. We knew a lot of Turkey was going, but we didn't expect it. I was hoping we're gonna have a 4-5 game run and see where we are. But the thing is football. And I remember what Neil Bishop said the day after when he left. He said he was pissed, because he was talking about the reputation of the club to change in manager every time.
Yeah.
So he said for the first time he was saying that for the first time we are in the strong position to do something good. Don't take the time to wait. And it was a really big disappointment, not only for me, for Alan George, for Alan Chian, a lot of boys. It was, it was good. It was a really disappointing moment after that moment.
So the club promoted from within to bring in Chris Kiwomya.
Mm-hmm.
And results were actually fine. Finished halfway, not that many points off the playoffs. What were your thoughts on Chris coming in? It sometimes can be difficult for someone moving up from the youth team into the senior ranks. I mean, what was your view on all of this?
My view was in two. First of all, he showed that it was big mistakes to sack it, because with a younger manager coming, done what he tried to do and finish that position. That means the manager that was there stay. I'm practically sure you will be very, very high in the league.
Okay.
It was my first disappointment because we didn't see the. If you sack him to bring another manager to push to do better what he was doing, I understand. Maybe Chris can. It was an opportunity to do that. I wasn't, but I don't think so, because after that he didn't play anymore, and we hear a lot of story about me. I didn't want to play. Story about the shirt. I didn't want game. So we a lot of things, but it wasn't that. After it was going the budget, you want to decrease the budget. You can't pay anymore, so you have to. So it got a lot of things, and my disappointment was Chris is coming. It was big opportunity for him, but he's coming in an environment where player was uh, disappointed about what happening week before. So what's going to be is word to keep them together. What's going to be his word to make the thing go better. What's going to be the club politics word to. It's our job. I'm not hiding. It's player job to do, but we are human. We're talking people because people wait and people stop on the football side of thing, but at the end, at first, you are human being. Your emotion is your emotion. Your thinking is your thinking. So as a manager, as a leader, you have to put this in order, because at that moment when Chris come, all of the thing I say, emotion, your head, it wasn't order, because people was shocked and this just from disappointing, head down. You shouldn't, because you're professional, but you are human before. So it's for that, all of that thing. So it was very difficult moment, but Chris take it, and he do what he can do. He do the best he can, but it wasn't easy.
I think in many respects it was almost an impossible task for Chris at that moment in time of his career. But let's just pick up on, because you just mentioned this. This came out in the media. So towards the end of the season, there was a story about you being fined or subjected to some form of disciplinary action as a result of you giving a shirt away. Could you tell us what actually happened there?
For me, at that moment, I was I really don't know what happened, because it wasn't story. I was so surprised that I go in the newspaper first. The truth is, I'm a professional player, play for a good club in North County. And Saturday, I take my game meal about 11:30, getting ready to go in the stadium. I receive a call from my manager to tell me, Francois, we didn't have a shot for you to play first. And the football and the book and the shop, we didn't have shot for you also. Can you go on the town and the city, find a football shot, flock it to come play this afternoon at 3 o'clock. The rendezvous is, I'm taking is nearly 12 o'clock, and I have to go in the city, find a shirt, be back on the ground, 1:30, and play a football game.
Okay.
In dress room.
Right,
this is the story. So this is the way it starts.
Crikey. So to recap, and then take the story to the next step.
Yeah.
The club didn't have a shirt for you.
Yeah.
The shop didn't have a shirt.
Yeah.
And on the morning of the game,
you
get a call from the manager saying you have got to go out into the town,
find a shirt,
and find a shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put the phone down and think, crikey, what's going on here? What happens next?
It was in the morning. I say it was after my meal. That means it was between 11 and 12. It's that moment I finished. I was just, I call it that that moment. I am relaxed time, cut from everything. just get in a game, thinking, and after that, get in a car, go to the stadium. I'm in the game. So I was in that process because it's not football player. It's a lot of a process before to get go to the game. As you know, it's not just get in the stadium, play football. Mentally, you have to be ready. You have to prepare yourself, thinking about your game, all of that thing. So I was in that process. I received that call. So it's the first time I'm in that position. All of my year of football, playing different country, and this is the first one. So how I deal with that? I said, for me, I said they don't want me to play. I said, you serious? And we have arguing on the phone for 2 minutes. I said, me, how you can tell me, you to tell me as manager to call me to say that this is, we going that. I was so shocked. He said, this is the way, if you want to play, this is the way. I said, look, I was honest. I said, look the time. I'm not sure where I'm going to find the shot. Anyway, he said me go GD Sport. He gave me the name.
JD Sports. Yeah.
They said go GD Sport. I said, look, the story of the shirt. I give the shirt away to someone. I think it was after the game. It was someone in a wheelchair who asked me the shirt, and I give him the shirt away. But this is not something new. It happened Saturday, week ago. So you have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to no, I don't have a shirt. I can't. If he tell me Monday, I don't have any problem. I go find the shirt. I come. He come Tuesday. I do, but not Saturday morning. Not Saturday 11 o'clock. This is what's the problem. So I say, if you tell me before, I will do what I have to do. And anyway, when it's something happen like that, they put the shirt and they take money from your salary to pay the shirt back. So you have a system that the thing work. Sometimes you can give a shirt away, the club, for a place, and you pay for it. So for me, it's been doing like that for years. So it's not the first shirt I give this year. I give the shirt, they are replaced and something. So the fact that they've been aware only in the morning and told me to do something, I didn't take it right. This is the story about, and I've been in dress room. They say we don't have a shirt. People was laughing. The dress room was shocked. They say don't go and play because I have a shirt. And this was the story. I never refused to play. I've been in the dress room. I go with my stuff, but no shirt. I even tried the mascot shirt, but it's too big. Seriously, I was even thinking to have the mascot shirt because one of the players said go in the shop to try to have one of the shirts they put on the mannequin. But it's large shirt. It's crazy stuff. But for me, this is an anecdote, it's a story. But the way I see it is just that it showed the color of that. You don't want me there. And it's no problem. And before that, I didn't have any problem with, I don't even have the problem with Chris, with Sherman, or with Jim Rodwell before, or someone in club, or been late in, or don't, all of that thing is not me. So it's just, it happened like that. And at that moment, you have to deal with it. And I deal with it the way I think I should deal, to say it's not my duty to go find a shirt 1 hour before, or hour 1 hour before going to the stadium to play a game. This is what I think.
So you've got into the dressing room. You couldn't find a shirt.
Yeah.
What happened then? Were you just not then picked for that game, or what how did it end up?
Yeah, but it was a little bit tension because I have to go to the game. If I don't go to the game, it's like but I don't know, because how will do you? How will you react? This is, I said, people don't know that story, but I say how they will react when it happens. They will say, okay, I will saw someone, or you really want to play for the club, you go have a shirt and you come back, you play. But who say I'm going to find the shirt? I go take the shirt, I'm late for the game, it will be the newspaper, you've been late for the game, you've been late, you didn't. So, and at the crap, because I don't have too much time to do anything anyway. To go down, find the shirt, go all money shop and find the shirt, put your name in, come back in. It don't look serious at that moment, but And
So to finish that story, you didn't play that game.
I didn't play that game, but I was in dress room. I was with the boys, but I didn't play that game. At that moment, I know my head that I'm going something not nice with the club, because the way it was presented, news, it's like I was the bad guy. I was the bad guy, do something that I don't want to play for the club, which is not true anyway.
That was right at the end of the season. It was either the last but one or the last game, I believe.
Yeah.
Was that, you'd signed a 2-year contract at North?
Yeah.
You ended up leaving after, I think it was you left in August.
Sheffield. I played Sheffield.
Was that kind of, we would say in England, a tipping point, or a moment when you thought to yourself, this might be the end of my Notts County career now because of what's happened?
No, I wasn't naive like that. I knew my career in Notts County was on the balance at the moment Keith left. I knew that.
Yeah.
Because Keith bring me here, and the way the thing was going about when they bring Chris in, the way a conversation, I don't want to go in the detail, but
no.
Private conversation, our Chris, he was honest with me, because I was one of the most best pay in the club.
Right. Yeah.
So the way the club want to do now is different that was doing week before. So this is I knew that, but I never said anything. I was on the bench. I come again. Bury scored 2 goals. I was playing when they say play, but he was honest with me, at least. So it's for that I was surprised for the shirt. I said I knew the situation. No problem. I have a contract, no problem. Even when I left, I can't sit on my money. No one knew that. I can't sit on my money. It was big, good money. I can sit on Notts County. I don't play. You pay me money, but I accept what they propose. Ask them. Ask Jim Rodwell. He said me, thank you. It's now we're talking. Every time we're talking, you respect that, because I wasn't doing the Britney guy. Sit on my money. He said, club in difficult situation. We need to save a tax. We need to save that. This is what you can propose, a thing like that. I said, okay. Because, you have, like I said, it's my character. I wasn't coming Notts County to make million. I play my career before. I want just to go in the challenges. It don't go through. I say, you should tell me. They tell me, Chris told me, and in August, Jim called me 30th of August to say me this, that. Last day of the transfer window. He explained me the plan. I said, look, me, I don't want to make any trouble. I still live in the city. I want the good for the, I want the good for the thing. You know that. So I accept it, and that's it. I move on, because if it's only me, I play here, I stay here, play, because I believe that is a good club. You can do great thing. But this is a true story. But I just, but I knew that 4 months before, it's going to be difficult for me to stay there, because it was the politics of the club had changed at that moment.
And to corroborate what you've just said there, Francois, I do remember talking to Jim Rodwell, and I remember Jim saying to me that you had been very fair in kind of agreeing to move on, because I suspect, we're not going to go into details, but you were probably going to be worse off financially playing for Stevenage than you were at Notts County.
At Stevenage, I was winning what? 3 times less. When I go to Stevenage, 3 times less what I was in Notts County. I don't go cheap about 3 times less. To say, people talking a lot of things, but it don't make after when I resigned my contract, Stevenage was better contract. Okay. But I said I left Notts County. If I want to do dirty like they want to do to me at that moment when they put this player out, and 99% maybe player will do that to respond to them. Yeah. I will say, hey, 1 year I show on this league I can play.
Yes.
I have a lot of clubs want to sign me. I can just start on my money. I say, you send me a loan. What will stop me? And I'm saying that we're talking a player that already play one game with the club. That means I can't if I stopped my contract, I was done to sign for only one club after. This is what happened. I stayed with Stevenage until end of the season. In January, later on, when was top of the league, want to sign me. I can't sign because I'll play one game for Notts County.
Say that again.
I say Big Fours. I played that game against Sheffield, Notts County game.
Yes.
At that moment, when Jim called me, I can't say no. I can't anymore move because I play one game. So I won't go on loan. I accept that, but knowing maybe I can have a trouble in January. And I have that trouble. Play Stevenage, done well. Leighton was with Ross Oslade. I've been in the stadium, visit him, top of the league. We want to sign you. We want to win championship. Yes, we agree. Find out. I can't sign because I play one game for Notts County. Because you have to be registered only with 2 teams in a year. So I've been registered. That means Notts County, Stevenage. The third one will be Leighton, which is not allowed by the reglement. So I stayed not Stevenage. Stevenage accepted the deal to resign me, and I play until then to try to help Stevenage to stay in the league. So this is football. This is football. So people talking about me in Notts County, I didn't do that. If you go on facts, I done more good than Notts County than they good. They done good to me. And that point, I'm talking on the up there, not the fans.
If we can focus on the positives, and that is all new.
This is for me is not nothing bad on that.
No.
It's just an anecdote. It was just installed.
Yeah. I mean, in all my years in professional football, I have never heard anything like that shirt story, ever. I think we as fans knew, and we've seen subsequently, you throw your shirt away, you give your shirt away, and the club, for whatever reason, say it's a club policy, you can't do that, we're going to fine you, we're going to charge you the value of the shirt. And we've seen that happen.
Yeah.
But you telling us about on the morning of a game, you've got to go and find your own shirt. I mean, it's absolutely staggering. Absolutely staggering.
But this, at that moment, resume the state of the club at that moment. This story was it resume, if you want to see the image, the picture,
yeah,
the state of the club at that moment. Because the club is run properly, is done anything properly, this never happened.
Absolutely.
So at that moment, this is the figure or the picture that resume. Everything was going inside that people don't see, but outside. But it's an experience. Like I say, the thing happened, it happened. But it's for that, not for that. When I see when I see at that moment, I see Chris. I don't say hello. I'm gonna hug him. We hug, no problem. I don't take it personally, seriously. When I see after I see a former chairman through Ellen Mrs. We play when I was Stevenage or some club. We played together against. I say hello. We chat. We smile. This is life. You move on. It's not. I don't think it was personal at that moment. It's something that happened in the moment, and you have to move on. So I never take it anything personal, or I hope also they don't take anything personal if I done something wrong on that on my side, but I probably done something wrong. I didn't score enough goal, but is not nothing being personal, and I have good relationship. I go to the club. People over there every time been amazing with me. Open me door, go watch the game. I live 5 minutes away, so I go watch the game with my kids before COVID. So it's always a pleasure. I go same people still working the club. So I didn't have any problem. I have a nice picture on the corridor, so I can't complain.
So now I've got one of your match worn shirts.
Yeah.
Have you kept? Sounds a silly question. Have you got any of your Notts County shirts in your home or not? Or you got?
Yes,
not?
I have. Every club I play, I have a shirt.
Good.
I have my Notts County shirt. I have a few Notts County things. I have a jumper, a lot of Notts. I have Notts County shirt. No, I have my shirt. I'm proud of my shirt.
Good. If just the way the story you've told. Yeah, you know.
I have the last year one.
Okay. This is goalkeepers. Bart.
Yeah,
Bielkowski.
but
Yeah.
good,
I mean,
yeah,
in
good
that
man.
group of players, and you've mentioned some, there were some talented players who have gone on to establish playing careers
Yeah,
in at least
championship.
one division high. You know, Bart has done very well at Ipswich and Millwall.
Hmm?
Alan Judge has done very well at
Hmm?
Ipswich.
Alan Sheehan.
Ian Bishop went on to Blackpool, didn't he?
Hmm?
For sure. You had players there that played higher up.
Yeah, they play high up. The thing is, this is what I was saying, is just this group was for, I understand the fun. Sometimes when you're playing, you don't really feel that. You know the pressure to win the game. But as a fan, when you see a little bit back, I understand the position because some good players there. For them, you should win the whole game. But like football now, we can see with the time. I hope people, a lot of fans, you can see now, is a process. You must trust the process. When someone sets something, putting something together, you must be patient and trust the process. And I believe that one of the problem and North County was the executive don't really believe in the process. They really don't follow the process. Everything based on the outcome, the result. But to have a good result, because only one result count in the league is the one at the end of the season, where you finish. To have that good one, you must have a process and trust that process. And I understand that woman, a lot of them expectation, but from inside, we were very, very confident.
It's a shame because, and all credit to your persistence, that having left Notts County and taken a substantial wage cut, other teams that you played for were able to see, and you were able to demonstrate that you were a 20 goal a season man. And there aren't too many of those around in football. You had a very good time at Yeovil. You got plenty of goals at Stevenage. So clearly, we would say, England, got your head down to prove a point that you can be effective and very successful at this level.
Yeah, but for me, it wasn't any. I'm honest. Huh? I don't want to be shy on that. It's not in my head, and not is not been any doubt about that, because the fact that I play in higher level football, a good level football before come, and my story before come here, I was nearly stopped football. People don't know that. Before I come Carlisle, I was just nearly stopped football because I was injured from Turkey, come back in France, living for 8 months, 9 months for no football. And I was going just to say I move on at 26, 27. So this, 26, 27, 28, I want to say, it was kind of this idea. I was nearly to do that. And someone called me, say, do you want to come in England? I say, I never think about that before. When he told me that, I said, oh, England, you know what? It can be interesting to start again. And when he said, where are you going? I have a choice to go one club in London and test. And on the north, I say, which the far went? Who is the more isolated one? I don't want to see people. They say Carlisle. I say, oh, let's go for Carlisle. It's like that. I go Carlisle and I do my 1 month trial. I can. This is all of the story because I come with a pedigree. I play, but I do 1 month, 1 month try at Carlisle. You can ask Greg about.
Yeah.
I didn't ask anything. I wasn't mooning every week. What is my contract? But I was just happy to be there because I know maybe I want to start something new. And this is what I start. So here I have another career in England through that. So I'm very happy with that. So in concerning my abilities, I wasn't any doubt. So I can play good football, I can score. Sometimes lack of consistency because of the body or the culture of football was different. But I never had any doubt of that. Steve Nash, Yeovil, wherever, I knew I will produce something. Even Blackpool, when I go in the championship, it takes me time, but I start to score, and the thing going another direction after and I left. So, but I never doubt in my ability for sure.
You've mentioned how much you enjoy Nottingham, and you're here in Nottingham, as you said, still to this day. So, talk to me about what you're doing now, because you've got a project that you're kind of organising and running at Newark, yeah?
Yeah, we have a project. The first one, I'm doing my badges. I'm on course doing my badges and UFA now. And
Yeah.
we have it's quite hard because we should be in the practical, but with COVID is kind of hard. But we're still doing the Zoom, all of that thing, and presentation. But it's going a good way. Regarding situation, I think we're doing a lot of good progress on that. My UFA. And also, I'm doing my coaching, helping Newark and first team to the academy, setting up the academy. Started last year. This year is going second year, and is good for me because I'm learning the hard way. I'm learning outside to set up, to look over. It's not just coming and manage and coaching. Is more than that because you have to set up, you have to think about all of the details, all of the administration side. Or so for me, is just the best way to learn because what I want to do after and management, I need to have a knowledge of not only football but a side of football, and this is giving me that actually.
So you're enjoying it, yeah?
Yeah, always enjoy. I'm people know me. I always enjoy. I don't see why not because I'm in the element in the environment that I like to be. Is football. It's not perfect. It's not. But for me, it's necessary because I can be in some academy. I have under 16, under 18. Do I will learn the way I'm learning now? No. Do I will learn the football, not only coaching, but the side of football organization, thinking, planning, see the thing as big? No, because someone will do it and me, I'm going to just go on pitch, do my session, report it. It's good, it's good because you're coaching, but I don't want to be only learn that side. I want to learn on a global football side. And the day I will be in that position, wherever I will be calm on the certain situation to deal with that. And so I'm enjoying.
You hope to move into professional coaching and management, yes?
Yes, this is a step after the A level. I will, but for that anyway, whatever I do, I will be connect always with Newark Football Academy. So wherever I do, I will always be because it's not because we're talking about opportunities. You don't choose them. Opportunity is not. I'm young. I 36 when I get there. I can't just play to say get me some cash and that. No, we have a chat. The chairman said, I think we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We start to build up a bit. It's still a long way to go, but so far it's a good learning thing, and I'm enjoying. I hope just we can go back on pitch very soon.
Yeah.
And that's it. So for me is the next step is that is to go on the professional side, but this is a normal for me normal step.
It's been very, very interesting talking to you. Delighted that you're still in Nottingham. Delighted that when you're able, yourself and your family can come along to watch Notts County. I've got to say, we've done something like 35 episodes now.
Yeah.
And the story about the shirt is genuinely one of the most bizarre I have ever heard in professional football. Ever. You just would not think it possible. You would just not think it possible, really.
Yeah, this is so when you're thinking like that, I want everyone now think just like we're thinking now, you are on that morning, 11 o'clock, you receive that. Even now, if you think, so just put yourself in that mind, how you will react. Because it took me like 10 minutes to get up where I was to start to talk. I said, what's going on? I said, wow. It's like you're shocked. What is that? Because, and that day, I think I was after the good game I played. I don't remember. I think this happened after a good game. Game before I done well. So I was really looking forward to finish on good.
Yeah.
I was in a different mindset of that. I was really looking forward to finish on good. I said I was going, and also the top scorer was Johan Arkin, 10 goal. I have 9 goal, not 8. I was 9 goal. So I was kind of the mood that today I said word. I banked 2. Today I
Good
banked 2.
story. Yeah.
I was kind of in move as today is 2. So I was getting really, really, my head was, and being this happened. I was, oh, what is that? So I was angry because I knew I didn't going to do what I want to do that day. And but it's football. I don't think it's personal, but it's just the thing happened. The thing happened.
So very close between Johan and yourself. Who was on penalties that season?
Wasn't me. You want Thompson, Jamal Thompson, because I remember one game I scored 2. I have a penalty option. It was against Bury. We won 4-1. I can't take that penalty, but I didn't take it. But because I never be bothered take a penalty before, because I will score more goal. But I'm not, like I say, I'm not really. I play different position team. People don't see that, but my report and goals. Sometimes people say he's a striker, score only that. But because I do different things, can come deeper, I can put top of diamond, I can go left side, right side. Sometimes the same game I play different position, but people don't notice that. But so I'm not just a player that focus scoring goal. I prefer just lead by with the ball, we win the game. I maybe don't do the assist, but I don't do the difference before the assist. That so I'm kind of that. So I never been bothered. Take a penalty. But at the end, at Carlisle, at the Yeovil, I was taking because I was too old to run, so I had to catch up.
I mean, when you look now at Notts County and Yeovil, both of those teams not in the Football League. Unbelievable, yeah?
Yeah, but this is on the fault. Is not. They have to be angry with themselves. I'm not. I'm honest. Player move, but football club stay. So to stay, because player move, player turning. The thing is about football club stay. Why I don't want to stay? And they don't stay because they're doing something wrong. If I take Yeovil, you've been championship, League One, League Two. You've been doing something wrong. And I've been there for 3 years. I say it. I fight for against it. My last year, I can't anymore. I didn't even play because too much thing. So it's different. Not content same. You've been player for one guys, and not somehow you change every team. So what do you expected? What do you expect? So football is not a magic. It's not, like I said, it's a process. Every team have a process. Every club have a plan for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. After you adjust, you adapt. It's a process. You have to trust it. Sometimes it's hard, but you have to be brave. It's like when you're managing. You don't lose one game, but you have to be brave to stay with your plan, with your philosophy to catch up, and you will find. So football team is same. I'm not saying what to do. I'm not no. But my little experience, I know all of the clubs are successful. They are successful football club. I don't believe that is a luck. It's more about a plan, a process, and they stick with that. This is what I believe. So if they're in this position, they have to only them to blame. Is because at the end of the day, you are the executive. You have to take, you have the vision, and someone have to execute. Someone have to materialize your vision. Manager don't come to say I have a vision. No, manager come to do what people up there want to do. It's football.
Francois, it's been very, very interesting and enlightening talking to you. on behalf of all Notts County supporters, thank you for being so candid and so honest. And I think we all wish you every success in your coaching and managerial career, and that as you are always, you and your family, going to be most welcome to come along to Meadow Lane, and we look forward to seeing you. Hopefully we can get in again by the end of the season.
Yeah, hopefully. The more important that the team get, I think the new to finish on positive. I think the new people at the club doing a good job, excellent job. Just I want the season finish, and if we get promoted, this is only can be very, very good year for me, because Carlisle is doing well, but not the last 2 games, and Notts County is doing well too. Maybe I can have 2 promotions. So
Francois, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. It has been a good pleasure to talk with you guys.